Hi, I'm Futong Chang, author of Concrete Countertops and Concrete at Home. Welcome to my home. This is the ground zero of concrete countertops right here. This is the first concrete countertop that I conceived and designed 25 years ago, and I still live in this house. I'd like to welcome you to take a look at the different design features that I had started so many years ago and why, and figure out the aspects of concrete that differentiate it from the usual countertop material. So back then I was cooking in children's camps and cooking on ships and a few restaurants, and I really wanted some practical surface I could use, but at the same time I couldn't afford even Formica. So I thought, what could I use that's a durable material that's inexpensive, that I could spend my time and labor to make something different out of it. And the idea of liquid stone, concrete, inexpensive product, ubiquitous, and that's how it evolved. So from that germination of that idea, I thought lab sink, maybe like a laboratory sink. So if I wanted to cook something and there was some gravy running out, I didn't have to wipe it off the counter. I could wipe it into the sinks, and I would have these drain boards. So here you see I have a sloping drain board coming down to the round sink, and I decided also to separate a prep sink, food prep sink, with a cleanup sink. And so I have a drain board over here, and it slopes down toward the sink, and we put a dish rack here when we're washing dishes, before we had a dishwasher. And so we would put our daily dishes and dry them here, and it would drain down. So naturally it formed a channel. And all these reliefs in here were for purposes, different purposes. For instance, this old chopping board, this is the original chopping board. And so it fit right in here. And so one person could be cooking on this side, and another person could be cooking over here next to the stove. You could slide this all the way over here, and it had a natural stop to it. So then you could get a bowl and scoop your food prepped here into the bowl. So these all had practical aspects to the shape. This was the first time I thought I had a lot of cast iron pots at that time. So I put in the brass rail strips here, and these at the time I actually let them into the mold itself, and we have a different methodology now. We've made the technology a lot easier all across the board to make this process a lot easier than it did then. But we took these brass rails, and I had cast iron pots, and so this protected it. But I also wanted a design element, and if you'll notice, I used a more naturalistic kind of edge here to keep this organic stone carved look. At that time I was trying to achieve that, and you can see that it's aged this 25 years and it still looks beautiful. People come, they still want to touch it, they want to feel it. This is that timeless quality I was looking for in the beginning, and I believe that this is evidence that good design is sustainable, good design is timeless, and concrete is really a great, timeless material for countertops. And remember, every good project begins and ends with good design. This is Futong Chang.